What's going on, guys? Ender Charizard here, and welcome all your beautiful faces back to HazardCraft SMP, this time Season 2, Episode 1. And I'm really excited to get this series back up and running. What you are watching right now is an early episode from myself. The server isn't even public right now. It is only open for the 3 pre-build members, and what this is basically an introduction to the season, as the 3 people you see on the tab list here, Colonize YT, myself, and TechnoGizGuy, are all uploading our episode 1s early by a day. So the server opens up tomorrow, the 2nd of April. This episode goes up today, the 1st of April. And it's kind of a way for us to get the server hyped up without, revealing too much here and there. There's still gonna be a lot built in the next 24 hours until the server opens. For example, the spawn shop is empty, and where is it over here? This room is empty. But there's a lot done so far, and a lot I can show you, which is why I'm recording this episode 1, and why we're all recording in episode 1. Basically, if you were a member of the pre-build, meaning one of these 3 people, you got your episode 1s up a little bit early as a reward for working on this server long and hard. So in our spawn castle, we have the courtyard, we have our main spawn, which is right here. This is the spawn of the map. It's pretty nice. I'm a big fan. Over here we have the HazardCraft bank, which is actually being worked on right now, and I cannot enter. They've blocked me off. How dare you? Over here we have a room for coordinates, and in this room, I'm not going to spoil too much. I actually can't go and look at those because it would be too much. But in that room, you have coordinates of different areas in the world that you can go and explore and have fun in. There's also a public nether portal and some courtyard space out here that we plan to do stuff with because, like I said, we still have 24 hours to work on this server and get it ready before it opens tomorrow. So I'm going to cut. I'm going to get to one of the first kind of cool things we've done, and I'll be right back. Alright, the first really cool thing I have to show you is in this season we have NPC Villages. They serve a lot of different purposes. However, the one really cool thing about them is some of the NPCs you can actually talk to. Hey there, Tilly. How you doing? Looking great. So, you can also find certain items in NPC areas. So, for example, Baylor says, "I just moved in, take an apple if you want." And I will gladly do so, Baylor. Thank you for your sincerity and your kindness. Over here, we have a nice man by the name of Tyrone. "Welcome to Stardew Valley. Take a sword, you may need it out there." And just like that, because I came here before I started, building, I now have a diamond sword to help me build. Or at least fight off the mobs while I try to do so. Like this guy over here, he's totally gonna get in my way. Just kidding, I can't build in these areas anyway, because they're spawn protected. Or not spawn protected, they're, you know what I mean. They're protected. Spawn is protected, these areas are protected in and of themselves. So, up here we have a cool guy called the Wizard. Can you please load in your skin? Okay, he's not loading in his skin. Well, it kind of looks like a wizard anyway. He looks odd at that. And he says, "Take one if you feel your destiny draws you to do so." And just like that, we have a fire resist pot. And we haven't even gathered wood yet. Haven't even chopped down our first tree. So I'd say we're off to a good start. It doesn't help that I totally didn't build this area. I mean, that definitely isn't a thing. But you get the point. There's a lot of different villages you can go to, explore. There's also a lot of other things like dungeons, etc. I wish I could say more. But because the server's not public yet, I can't. But hey, it kind of makes it suspenseful for both my viewers and the other members who are subscribed to me watching this video. So we're going to do one more quick cut. It's going to be a shorter episode for sure. And I'm finally going to start working on gathering supplies and building a house. So I will see you all back in a second. Okay, so where I'm going to be building my house is in this plains area here. Now, it's kind of a peninsula that goes off that way, and you can't see it over the hill. But right out there, you can see the water, and it wraps all the way around, making it a nice, big peninsula that I plan to do a lot with. So if any members are watching this video, just note that I take ownership of this whole peninsula. It's not too much land, but it is a good amount. So if you join the server tomorrow and find that you want to build on this land, just don't, because it's mine, please. And I will start collecting wood, I promise. But there's one more thing I gotta check out because I'm making my house so close to it. It's another desert NPC village. Now I wish I could say, you know what, we might as well. We might as well raid the temple, you guys can see off in the distance, even though Techno already raided it. But he left some items that he didn't want, and I want them. So I'm gonna go quickly take them. He left like the petty stuff like string. However, I can use that. Let's head our way down and gather up these extra supplies Techno did not already snag. I would like that. Okay, actually, we're gonna grab the chests as well. We're just gonna grab everything. So what do we get out of this? We get some sand. Ooh, just did a 360 accidentally. Turn my mouse too far. We're gonna get some of that. So just a lot of bones, rotten flesh, and string. But we get the chests, which is useful for starting to build my first house. I will definitely put these to good use. Oh, okay there. Server lag. No biggie, no biggie. Yeah, I'm not pinging, so that was definitely server lag. The build team has had a fun time, but a very tedious time working on this server as we've spent countless hours now getting it ready, and it's still not fully there. We have 24 hours left, and we're kind of on rush mode, meaning I'm trying to get this episode recorded as quickly as possible. Oh yeah, I forgot I dropped that into this area. Let me build up. Jump on out of here. Awesome. And let me pause my recording for 1 sec. Alrighty guys, sorry about that. So, right outside of this temple's view, you can see a village. It looks like a normal desert village, but it's not. It's pre-built, made by me. And just so you know, I didn't make everything. These two definitely did a lot of their own work, and certain dungeons were made by certain people, certain places were made by certain people. This one just happened to be made by me again. And in this village, you can't really obtain much. The one really cool thing is you can obtain one instant health pot. And a rule on this server, if you guys are wondering, is when you find a chest that gives you an item, you're only allowed to take one, and that's it. You're never allowed to come back to the chest and try to get a refill, which is why it says take one. Because we do have like roughly 20 people on the server, so if you start taking two and, you know, double dipping on chests, some people won't get items. So you're only allowed one item from a chest permanently. Once you use that chest, it's locked and not allowed to be used again. So an Easter egg I decided to add into the server is the NPC Carvar76, who played in a season of HazardCraft UHC, so he was kind of a member of our group for a little bit, and he recently quit YouTube, and to kind of honor his channel, because he had a great channel and he was a great commentator, I put him in our server. So he says, Gerudo is a small town with a big heart. Take one of my freshly caught fish as a welcome. And I will gladly do so. Thank you, Carvar. It's nice talking to you again. And there's some NPCs in that house, but I don't necessarily need to talk to them right now. They're not important. And am I being pranked? I am being pranked. One of them just placed this guy down here. Funny, guys. Real funny. I'll have to remove that after I stop recording. Anyway, let's head back to our house. Alright, so my goal for this series is to kind of produce a lot more better edited videos, shorter videos, and more entertaining videos, meaning I'm going to try to do as much as the boring stuff, quote-unquote, off-camera, like building. So, for example, I've laid out with some wood I collected from these trees over here a platform of which I want my first house to look like. I have my final house built in a solo creative world already, but it's going to take a lot of supplies and a lot of work. So for now, I just want to get a good, medium-sized house ready, and I think I'll have it finished by the time we start next episode, episode 2. But, you know, I think this looks good. Good enough to end our episode 1 off on the HazardCraft SMP. I need to change my skin back to default. Anyways, if you did enjoy, please leave a like. It would mean so much to me if I could see some support on this series. And before I finish this outro, I should mention something. In this series, I'm going to be doing something special, something fun, where every single week, I will be picking one person from the comments section who has been supportive, so like just one active member in the comments section of this series, and I will be putting their name up on a wall somewhere, and they will be kind of shout out almost, in a way. Not shout out as a channel shout out, but shout out as an awesome member of my YouTube community and this series specifically. So if you want to, see your name on a wall in this server, and specifically in my land area, then stay active, leave some comments when you feel the need to do so, leave some support, and I would really appreciate it, because I am just so hyped for this server and this series as a whole. There's so much in it that I can't show you and haven't shown you yet. It's amazing. So with that, I'm going to stop my rambling, end this video, and just bid you all adieu. Have a lovely, lovely day. I will try to as well, and until next time, peace.